Hello everyone, Phantoms Y here, and we're back with some more Steins Gate. This is just before the path onto Lukako's route, which I should have posted last time. And now we are just about to call the phone wave name subject to change, of course, in order to change the past with our D-mail to Lukako's mother. I just need to call the phone wave, and then the world line will change. Lukako will turn back into a guy. Her memories will disappear. Mayuri won't die today. However, I hesitate to open my address book. My thoughts turn to Lukako, who's probably still watching me from behind. If I turn around, what will I see on her face? I want to check, but I don't think she'd want that. Lukako finally smiled for me today, but I still have lingering reservations inside. This time, I'm about to sacrifice Lukako's memories. The memories of 17 years she lived as a girl on this world line. The memories of her parents who rejoiced when their daughter was born. I'm about to erase all of that. But if I don't, I'll be rejecting the 17 years Lukako lived as a guy. I'll be rejecting the memories of his parents who rejoiced when their son was born. Even so, is it okay to turn Lukako back into a guy? I'm lost, and I can't take another step. I've sacrificed the memories of 2 friends already. The sight of their tears has burned into my mind. Something soft presses against my back. Lukako has embraced me from behind. I hear faint sobbing. What expression is she making now? Even without looking, I can tell. Her words are like needles stabbing into my heart. I have nothing against homosexuals, but unfortunately, I'm heterosexual. I won't be able to answer Lukako's feelings if he's a guy. Mayuriちゃんを助けたい気持ちは僕にもあるから、やっぱり辛いです。せめて今日の記憶だけは残しておきたかったです。こんなに辛い気持ちを味わうって、女の子になりたいなんて願うんじゃなかった。ルカ子、すみません。そんなことはどうでもいいの気持ちですよね。
お前が男に戻っても俺にとってルカ子はルカ子だ。それは変わらない。はい、
そう言ってもらえて嬉しいです。岡部さん、メール送ってください。お願いします。早く。これ以上岡部さんのぬくもりを感じていたら、僕もっと嫌なこと だからもう気持ちを我慢できなくなっちゃうから。
だが
Is this really okay?
岡部さん、お願い。
I'm about to sacrifice someone again. Is it my place to make that decision? My fingers tremble around my phone. But Lukako embraces those trembling fingers with her own. Hey there, Guardian, how you doing?
僕のこと覚えていて。
はあ
With just one call to the phone wave, I can send a message to Luka's mother's pager.
女の子だった僕のこと覚えていて。
はあ
If I make the call,
たった4日間だけ恋人だった僕のこと。
はあ
and let's make the call. Lukako places her finger on top of mine, on top of the send button.
ありがとう岡部さん。さようなら僕の。
Didn't mean to cut her off, my bad. Reading Steiner activated. Alright. Endless apoptosis? Apopsis? I don't know. Science, man. The warmth of Lukako's hand slips away as the vertigo hits me. I'm still at the shrine, but I no longer feel Lukako clinging to my back. I turn around slowly. Lukako is standing a short distance away, as if to see me off. No tears, just a bewildered smile. My chest feels like it's about to burst. I hold it back.
なあルカコ、
はい。
お前は
I hesitate for a moment, but I have to know.
男だよな。
はい、そうですけど。
She's gone. He's returned. Cuter than any girl. Looks good in Miko robes. But he's a guy. I bite my
お
lip.
前は俺のこと好きか？
いきなり何を。
好きか？
尊敬してます。
He respects me? I don't deserve his respect. But that's not what matters now. Lukako's answer seemed clear, but wasn't. He didn't answer the question.
男に戻ったら岡部さんへのこの気持ち封印しなくちゃいけないから。
Lukako might still like me, even though he's a guy again. However, he'll never speak honestly about those feelings. This is what Lukako decided for himself. It would be wrong to pry any further. Maybe I'm just running away. Maybe I should pry, force him to confront his feelings. But I'm not strong enough to accept the consequences. I'll just end up hurting Lukako.
ありがとう。お前にはこれからもずっと俺の弟子でいてほしい。
はい、もちろんです。
I look away, unable to bear his shy smile. The world line has changed. Lukako is a guy again. Which means the IBN 5100 should be here at the shrine. On the previous world line, girl Lukako broke the IBN 5100 while cleaning the storehouse. But Guy Lukako didn't clean the storehouse. He never broke the IBN 5100. It's 6:46 p.m. Judging by past experience, it's very likely that I've averted Mayuri's death for today. But just in case, I should get back to the lab within the hour.
Lukako, お前は去年この神社の倉庫で古いパソコンを壊した覚えがあるか？
古いパソコンですか？そんなものうちにはなかった気がしますけど、僕パソコンはよくわからなくてろくに触ったこともないんです。
When Lukako was a girl, she trembled when I asked her the same question. And then she forced a smile, as if to avoid admitting that she broke the computer. But he's not trembling now. Lukako honestly doesn't know.
父上に会わせてくれ。
I asked Lukako to fetch his father for me, so I can ask him whether or not the IBN 5100 was in the storehouse.
古いパソコン？確かにそんな記憶がありますね。見てきましょう。ちょっと待っていてください。
Here we go. He heads into the storeroom out back, just like in the previous world line. But on the previous world line, the IBN 5100 was no longer in the storehouse, since girl Lukako had secretly moved it. How will it turn out this time? Luka's dad returns after about 10 minutes. His expression is grave. That's all the answer I need. Nothing has changed.
見つかりません。なくなっています。
I quickly glance at Lukako's face. Blank. He doesn't seem to know anything. Lukako is innocent. I'm sure of it.
倉庫の鍵が壊されていました。何者かが持ち去ったかもしれません。
持ち去った？
It didn't disappear? A thief took it?
重いものを引きずったような跡がありました。年末に大掃除をした時にはあんな跡はありませんでしたし、鍵も1ヶ月ほど前にたまたま確認した時は壊されていませんでした。
Moeka.
まさか泥棒に入られるとは。
じゃあ警察に届けないと。
While they discuss what to do, I sigh and consider the situation.
倉庫にないと意味がないんだ。
The IBN 5100 is still out of reach. There are 2 D-mails left to cancel. Something tells me that if I cancel just one more, I can get back to the IBN 5100. But which one?
岡部さん、なんだかよくわからないですけど、気を落とさないでください。そんなことどうでもいいの精神ですよ。
I chuckle. Lukako is so adorable when he's trying to cheer me up. But he's a guy.
その言葉、使い方が間違っているぞ。
I wave goodbye and then leave the shrine. 2 D-mails remain. The first one I sent to myself, with the winning Lotto 6 numbers. That one should be easy to cancel. The problem is the other one, the one sent by someone I wish I could forget. Kiryu Moeka. I know the gist of her D-mail, since she sent it as part of our early experiments. When Moeka asked to send a D-mail, I agreed under 2 conditions. First, make the contents simple enough that the D-mail's effects would be obvious. Second, make the contents public to all lab members. Moeka ended up sending a D-mail to prevent herself from buying a new phone a few days prior. The D-mail was sent to July 31st, an easy date to remember. The question is how it relates to the theft of the IBN 5100. It must be the butterfly effect, as it was with Lukako's D-mail. This time, however, I will not hesitate to do what is necessary. Yeah, fuck you, Moeka. Kiryu Moeka does not deserve my sympathy. That woman and her men have killed Mayuri more times than I can bear to remember. I will show her no mercy. There's just one problem. The cancellation D-mail needs to be sent from Moeka's own phone. I don't think a message from me telling her not to change phones would sway Moeka's intentions in the slightest. I need her phone, but I don't know where to find her. What do I do? I return to the lab and set things up so I can leap time at a moment's notice. Fortunately, that isn't necessary.
お腹いっぱい。マユシーは今日はほとんど何も食べてなかったからずっとペコペコだったんだよ。
明日もあるの？
うん、明日だけじゃなくて明後日もあるの。
Mayuri just got back from Kamima 30 minutes ago. She and Kurisu, who stayed behind in the lab, have just finished eating cup noodles. It's already past 8, and so far, nothing has happened. Mayuri is still alive. Going by the pattern, her death has probably been postponed until about this time tomorrow. Is this the will of some higher being? God? Fate? The universe itself? Or is it merely coincidence? That doesn't matter now.
さてさて、マユシーは明日早いからもう帰るね。
Mayuri takes a big stretch and starts getting ready to go home. She's been up since 5 this morning. Looks like she plans to wake up early tomorrow, too. That reminds me, I haven't seen Daru all day. He's fighting in the Kamima Holy War too, so that doesn't surprise me. Busy checking his spoils, I guess.
ねえねえ、クリスちゃんやオカリンはコミマ行かないの？
俺はパスだが助手が行きたいそうだ。
は
あ？Kurisu jumps up at my answer.
ちょっと岡部、何勝手に捏造してんのよ。
さっきまで興味津々な様子でマユリのコスプレ話を聞いていたではないか。
そうだけど、誰も行くとは言ってない。
行こうよ、クリスちゃん。
I know that Kurisu is an ad channeler, but is she an otaku? Not all ad channelers are otaku, but she's often hinted at an interest in cosplay.
お断りよ。人が多すぎて息が詰まりそう。
今日と比べるとね、2日目はそんなに多くないよ。午後から来れば快適そのものなんだから。人気のある同人誌なんかは売り切れちゃうけどね。
岡部がついてきなさいよ。あんた、マユリの保護者でしょ？
Kinda busy.
違うよ。マユシーはね、オカリンの人質。
ああ、はいはい。そうだったな。人質に逃げられちゃまずいでしょ。手錠でもかけて同行すれば？
俺にはこの秋葉でやらなければならないことがある。
何よ、やらなきゃならないことって。
The search for Kiryu Moeka. I already sent her an email. We need to talk, and now I'm awaiting her reply. Something tells me it's not going to work.
無言ってことは単に行きたくないだけか。
クリスティーナ、話がある。
また？相変わらず唐突ね。
またとはどういう意味だ？
別に。
何話って何？ね、最近オカリンとクリスちゃん仲良しなんだよね。いつもマユシーも秘密の会議に参加したい気持ちでいっぱいです。
タイムリープマシンについての協議をしているだけだ。おそらくマユリが参加してもちんぷんかんぷんだと思うぞ。
Not entirely accurate, but not a lie either.
そしてこれからクリスティーナに話そうとしているのは、いかにしてこいつを小見舞い行かせるかという内容だ。マユリを期待して待っていろ。
That laugh.
わかった。ありがとね、オカリン。
Alright, Zombie. Let's talk. Mayuri waits in the lab as I take Kurisu outside.
というわけで、クリスティーナ。
コミマに行くつもりはないから。
お前さっき、またと言ったな。ここでこうして1対1での相談を何度もしている。ということで。
ついに記憶に錯乱が見られるようになったか。狂気のマッドサイエンティストさんはアセチルコリンが減少してるんじゃない？
真面目に答えろ。
あんた、なんか変よ。
頼む。答えてくれ。
答えるも何も 岡部がさっき言った通りよ。もう 4,5 回くらいこうして外に出て2人でタイムリープマシンをどうするかについて話してる。
俺がタイムリープしていることについては。
For an instant, Karisu opens her eyes wide in surprise. But then she gives me an angry glare.
知ってるの？
I nod.
かれこれ10回以上だ。
そんなに？何勝手な真似してんのよ。
Looks like she doesn't know anything about Lukako or my shifting between world lines. But that's only natural. So far, I've changed world lines a total of 3 times. Let's call the first world line where Mayuri died Alpha 1. The world line where Faris and I fought the viral attackers is Alpha 2. The world line where I dated girl Lukako is Alpha 3. And now I'm on Alpha 4. From my perspective, Alpha 1, 2, and 3 were undone by my T-mails. But for Karisu and everyone else on Alpha 4, those world lines were nothing but separate intangible possibilities to begin with. I guess I have to explain everything again. I sigh heavily, then begin.
おおむね把握した。
After I'm done, Karisu sighs and lightly pats my arm.
あんまり無茶しないで。
No chance of that.
助手に励まされるとは屈辱だな。
なんで屈辱なのよ。せっかく優しくしてやったのに。いちいち偉そうだな。
That's how he deals with it.
同情などいらない。すべては俺の軽率な行動が起こしたことだ。自業自得なんだ。って助手にこの話をするのはかれこれ4回目か5回目くらいだが、毎回こうやって自虐的になるな。
岡部。
俺の心配よりマユリの心配をしてくれ。おそらくマユリは明日死ぬ。どんな死に方かはわからない。
If Mayuri stays away from the lab, she can probably avoid running into Moeka and her men. It doesn't matter though. She'll die all the same. All Alpha world lines converge on her death. Escaping the attractor field is the only way to save her.
お前には悪いと思うが、明日マユリの死を見届けてほしい。
だから小見間に行けって言ったのか。
死は回避できない。抵抗は無駄だ。お前は見届けて俺に連絡するだけでいい。お前からの連絡が来たらタイムリープする。
マユリが死ぬのが分かっていながら何もできないなんて全然実感が湧かないけど、事実なんでしょうね。あんたの目大丈夫？
大丈夫じゃない。マユリを助けるためにはまだ。
マユリのこともそうだけど、
Karisu interrupts me.
私が聞いたのはあんたのこと。
俺がどうしたって。
あんまり気負いすぎないで。
It's rare for her to look so concerned for
言
me.
っただろ。俺の心配よりマユリの心配をしろと。俺は明日桐生萌香を探す。
If Mayuri doesn't die tomorrow, I can postpone the time leap. If Mayuri does die tomorrow, I'll return to the past, no matter what.
できればマユリに痛い思いをさせたくないがな。
だったら今からタイムリープしちゃえばいい。
この世界線においていつがデッドラインなのか。
こんなこと言うとなんだけど、私はマユリが死ぬところなんて。
気持ちはわかるが頼めるのはお前しかいない。
随分信用されてるのね。
何しろお前は俺の助手だからな。
Karisu forces a laugh at my feeble attempt at a joke.
偉そう。
We have our plan. Karisu will go to her first Kamima. Mayuri will be so delighted when I tell her the news. I haven't seen Mayuri all day, and I have mail. From my assistant, I have 2 mail. No, 3 mails, 1 from Mayuri and 2 from Kurisu. Morning, Okarin. I'm heading off now. Joined up with Mayuri, we're heading out to our Arake. Kinda excited, lol. I had no idea it would be this crowded. Save me, Ors. I want to be with her, of course, but that's not possible. Moeka hasn't replied, which means that I have to find her myself. Unfortunately, I don't know anything about her. My only clue is Arc Rewrite, the company Moeka supposedly worked at. I find it after a quick search online. Sure enough, their business is producing articles for PC magazines. Luckily, their office is in Akiba. I try calling first, but it goes to voicemail. I guess they're still closed for the Obon holiday. Or maybe just a bad time. Looks like I've got no choice but to visit them in person. It's the second day of Kamima, and Akiba is deserted. Most of the otaku are lined up at Big Sight right now. I've experienced the craze of Kamima several times firsthand. It's it's a literal war. It scares me whenever Mayuri goes alone. I can't help but imagine her trampled by a horde of crazed otaku. But in reality, Mayuri is surprisingly quick and tough. I've seen her weave through crowds like you wouldn't believe. Kurisu is the one more likely to get trampled. I can't help but feel sorry for her. Maybe it was wrong to ask her to go. I find the Arc Rewrite office in a fancy-looking building outside the outskirts of Akiba. I take the elevator up, but there's nobody there. I lean against the wall and wait. After about 30 minutes, a man dressed in a shirt and tie appears. I explain that I'm a relative of Kiryu Moeka and ask for her contact info. But he gives an unexpected answer. Damn, I've been tricked. Unsurprising. I should have known better. Moeka's working for CERN. Of course her place of employment is fake. Is this the end of the line? Just as I'm about to turn around and leave, the man pounds his hand as if he just remembered something.
確か2日だけ来て音信不通になったバイトの女がいたな。そいつが桐生って名前だったような。まだ履歴書残ってたかな。
I frantically bow my head and ask him to look for it. He's reluctant, but acquiesces. The address listed on the resume leads me to a beat-up old apartment. Not the sort of place you'd expect a single young woman to live. I feel a strange unease as I approach the apartment. For some reason, there's a police car parked in front of the complex. A uniformed officer is standing out front. And one room on the second floor, room 202, Moeka's, has a blue sheet covering the door. What's going on here? I walk up to the police officer.
すいません。あそこの部屋の人は引っ越したんですか？
あ？違うよ。
じゃあ
君関係者？
知り合いです。
何も聞いてないの？
The police officer looks uncomfortable. The bad feeling in my gut is getting worse.
何が起きたんですか？
自殺だよ。
Suicide. Whoa, okay. Suicide? But why?
それはいつ？
昨日だ。
そんな。
ご遺体は近くの千代田第三病院に運ばれてるはずだから。身寄りが誰もいないみたいでね。困ってたんだ。会いに行ってやってくれないかな。
I bow my thanks and leave. She's dead? Moeka's dead? What's going on? It doesn't make sense. Suicide? Moeka, who killed Mayuri in cold blood, committed suicide? Or is this part of the conspiracy? Could her own men have killed her, then made it look like suicide? Today's the 16th. On World Line Alpha 1, Moeka raided the lab on the 13th. Days have passed since then. Each time I change world lines, Mayuri's death gets pushed back one day. So does Moeka's raid. It hasn't happened yet on this world line. So why did she die? I don't get it. This is the first time this has happened. How should I deal with this? What should I do? I squat on the ground and cradle my head in confusion. If Moeka's dead, maybe Mayuri doesn't have to die. Come on, Okabe, you know better than this. Moeka wasn't involved in all her deaths. No, I don't think Convergence is that kind. Fate demands Mayuri's death. Whenever I try to stop it, something interferes. True, I'm the one who meddled with the timeline, but I haven't paid the price. Haven't I paid the price already? How did all of this happen? A few weeks ago, I was just a college student with a severe case of choimbyo. Save for Mayuri's grandmother, I'd never experienced the death of anyone close to me. Death had no place in my life. But how many times have I faced death these past 3 days? More when you count the loops I've made. My heart can't take it anymore. I don't know how much longer I can go on. One more. Just one more D-mail to cancel. If I can just get my hands on Moeka's phone. Moeka died yesterday, around noon. I could go back before that happened. The reason she died isn't important. Whether Mayuri's murderer kills herself is of no concern to me. I just need to cancel that email. Upon returning to the lab, I casually look up at the second floor window. What I see shocks me to my core. Oh shit! The discharge? What? Someone is using the time leap machine. Who? Mayuri and Daru should be at Kamema. Not even Kurisu should be here. I asked her to escort Mayuri yesterday. Besides, she's against changing the past. So who? The building shakes. The vibration reaches the street. I can't let this happen. The timeline mustn't be tampered with again. I need to stop it, now! I race up the stairs to the lab. By the time I get there, the shaking has stopped. I quietly peek into the development room. Nobody's there. The door was unlocked. Anyone could have walked right in. How could we be so careless? The time leap machine is still faintly warm. So somebody did use it. Who? Did they time leap? This is the first time someone else has used the time leap machine. Just to make sure, I checked the X68000. As expected, the history's been erased. The same thing happens when we send an email. There's nothing I can do about this. It worries me, but I have to focus on Moeka. I set up the time leap machine. The maximum leap is 48 hours. To leap more than that you need to leap 48 hours and then leap again. The 42-inch CRT is on downstairs. As plain as day, since the discharge phenomenon just occurred. I put on the headgear. Preparations complete. Man, I really didn't expect someone else to use the time leap machine. Should I really leap now? Why is it warm? Because someone just used it, I believe. Let's save here, since we have a choice. But maybe we shouldn't leap now, because we don't know what's changed. And reading Steiner didn't activate, right? So... maybe not. Let's not leap yet. Let's wait, let's see what Kurisu has to say. And see what happens. Don't be ridiculous, of course I should. Just a little more and I can save Mayuri once and for all. I know what will happen if I don't leap now. Well, you can still use it later. Well, I mean, I guess you can always say that, but if someone else has used the time leap machine, we don't know what that means. Mayuri will die, and I will taste that pain and despair once again. And then I'll leap. It's the same either way. I close my phone. There's no need to rush. Calm down. I can endure the pain if need be. I should exploit my one advantage, the time leap machine, to the fullest extent possible. And that means knowing exactly when Mayuri will die. The pattern suggests that Mayuri's death should happen around 7 or 8 tonight. But things are a little different this time. Moeka killed herself before Mayuri was scheduled to die. How much influence will that have on Convergence? There's a chance that Mayuri won't die. We might have already won. Yeah, like you'd be that lucky. In that case, I shouldn't waste my effort time leaping. I have no obligation to save Moeka. I'll wait until Kurisu contacts me. It's 12:30 now. There's about 7 hours left. I hear nothing but the slow, steady tick of the clock. Small change didn't fully change the divergence, but it still happened in this world line. Oh, okay, you guys are talking about something else. Never mind. The sound is echoing inside my head. Even if I plug my ears, it doesn't stop. I spent several hours searching for the IBM 5100, but as expected, I found nothing. I still can't imagine how Moeka's D-mail affected the computer's whereabouts. What does her phone model have to do with anything? Does keeping the same phone somehow tell her that there's an IBM 5100 at Yanabayashi Shrine? That doesn't make sense. Even the butterfly effect must have limits. But on the other hand, truth is often stranger than fiction. Sometimes the simplest things have consequences that no one could ever imagine. So I can't rule it out entirely either.
結局何もわからないということか。
I twist my lips into a sneer of self-mockery. It's 7:46 p.m., the moment of truth. If Mayuri is indeed fated to die today, I should be hearing from Kurisu soon. I hope nothing happens. All I can ask is to hear Mayuri's voice, to know once and for all that she's safe. Call.
もしもし。
It happened. Kurisu is sobbing. So I know, even without asking, she saw Mayuri die. Time to time leap.
すまなかった。辛い役目を押し付けて。
With that, I hang up the phone. Maybe it's because I didn't see it happen, or maybe my heart has simply grown numb. But this time, I don't feel much pain. I hate myself for it. I pound my fist against the table. As expected, the deadline is around 8 p.m. of the 16th. Unless I change the world line before the limit, Mayuri will die. I put on the headgear and activate the time leap machine. I must obtain Moeka's phone, no matter what it takes. You're damn right. Back far. make several consecutive leaps to travel back to the 11th. When I arrive, it's just past 8 p.m.
出かけてくれ。
I leave the lab without waiting for the others to respond. I head to Moeka's ratty apartment. There's no sign of the police this time. Mail. Mayuri, are you coming back to the lab today? I don't know, but don't worry. You don't have to worry about anything. Moeka's suicide won't happen for another 4 days. I run up the iron stairs and stand in front of the door to Unit 202. The lights aren't on inside. I start getting anxious. Maybe she's not here. There's no intercom, so I reluctantly knock on the door. No reply. I try again with the same result. Damn. Might as well try the doorknob. It's unlocked. I take a deep breath. This could be a trap. Remember, we're not dealing with an ordinary person. Moeka is around her, an agent of CERN. If I die here, what will happen to Mayuri? Will Kurisu or Daru use the time leap machine to save her? I need to be careful. But at the same time, I can't save Mayuri by doing nothing. So I steel myself, open the door, and peek inside. I have no idea what to make of the time leap that happened before Okabe used it. Who was that? I have no idea. Which I like. I like that I'm completely in the dark on it. Speaking of dark, the apartment is dark, too dark to see. But I feel someone's presence. I step inside. The apartment is practically empty. Minimal furnishings. Only the barest necessities of life. But there, by the window, is a figure in the moonlight. A woman is sitting on the floor, her head bowed. There's no one else here. I approach the woman and stare down at her, gritting my teeth in a desperate effort to maintain control. Ever since the first time she killed Mayuri, I've tried my best to avoid thinking about this woman. But now, I have no choice. I can't accomplish my goal until I have the answers I need from her. I must obtain the IBN 5100 to escape the Alpha Attractor Field and rescue Mayuri.
Kiryu Moeka.
I had another name for her once. It hurts to remember. I forced it to the back of my mind.
起きているか?
Moeka's fingers twitch. She sluggishly lifts her head. But she doesn't look up. She stares at my feet instead. She finally speaks in a frail voice. Moeka's always had trouble speaking. It seems especially severe today. I notice her hair and clothes are disheveled. She looks awful, though I suppose that's no surprise, given that she kills herself in 4 days.
FB?
I've heard that name before. Yes, several times. Even before she shot Mayuri, remember she was saying, for FB for CERN, for FB for CERN, for FB for CERN. If I'm not mistaken, that's her superior's code name. The phone in Moeka's hands glows faintly. She's still clinging to it, I see. I'm at a loss for words. I wasn't expecting to find her in such a miserable state. She was so cold, so calm when she killed Mayuri. It's like she's a different person now. Is this another effect of the world line change? But it's only been a week since she sent her email. How could she have changed so much? I get on my knees and shake Moeka by the shoulders.
Oi! 聞こえるか? Oi!
FB 連絡
桐生萌香、おい、俺だ、岡部だ。
No response. Moeka just keeps crying and mumbling to herself. I shake harder, but she doesn't react. She doesn't even resist. Looking down, I notice she's typing rapidly on her phone. Bewildered, I look at the screen. FB, 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 wow.
お前。
What happened to Moeka? From what little I understand, it sounds like she's lost contact with her supervisor, FB. But I don't understand how that could turn Moeka into such a wreck. It doesn't matter. I don't care what happens to her. I'm here for one thing. Recalling my purpose, I reach for Moeka's phone. A sharp crack echoes through the room. Moeka slapped my hand away. It didn't hurt, but her reaction was lightning quick. Now Moeka curls up into a ball, hugging the phone tightly to her chest. It was like this from the moment I met her. She never let go of her phone, not even for a second, as if it were the only thing keeping her alive.
FB とかいうやつからか。
I make several more attempts to take her phone while she babbles incoherently, but she just slaps my hand away each time. Next, I try persuasion. I promise to help her search for FB if she lends me her phone. It's a lie, of course, though come to think of it, I would like a piece of FB too. But that can wait until after I've saved Mayuri. But Moeka doesn't buy it. If, that is, she heard me at all. Damn it, we're not getting anywhere. Maybe I should take it from her by force. But what if she tries to kill me before I can send the D-mail? In her current state, she might not have the strength to retaliate. On the other hand, if she does retaliate, there's not much I can do against someone with a gun. What should I do? Her gun. Where would she keep it? I quickly scan the room, but there's no sign of it. Kurisu. Crap, that startled me.
もしもし。
I stand up and move to the entrance where I can take the call without letting Moeka out of my sight.
今どこよ。
悪いが取り込み中だ。
女なの？
お前の発想は実にスイーツかっこ笑いだな。
You filthy Norm.
うるさいな。電話レンジの改良手伝うって約束したでしょ。よくそれでラボ弁ナンバー001を名乗れるな。
誰に頼んでくれ。今日はそれどころじゃない。
一体何してんのよ。そこどこ？
桐生萌香のアパートにいる。
やっぱり女か。最低だな。
Has she not met Moeka on this world line? I quickly give Kurisu a simplified version of the usual explanation. Kurisu listens attentively, as she always does. Maybe she's more considerate than I give her credit for. As soon as I finish, Kurisu gives it to me straight.
強引に奪うしかないわよ。
過激だな。ハリウッド映画の見過ぎか。
相手はセルンの関係者よ。遠慮してたらこっちがやられるかもしれない。迷ってる場合じゃないでしょ。それでマユリを救えるんだから。
Yep.
あんたはヒョロヒョロで頼りなさそうだけど、さすがに今なら相対的に考えて勝てるはず。
Gee, thanks. At least she's not beating around the bush. Suddenly, she lowers her voice.
こんなこと言うと人格疑われそうだけど、いや、あんたに人格疑われたって殺してでも奪い取るべきよ。
今お前の人格を疑った。だが偽善ぶらないところが好きだぞ、クリスティーナ。
え？好きって？
What's the matter with her now?
事実を言ったまでだ。俺なんかよりもよっぽど潔い。
どうも。
で、意図を聞かせてくれ。殺すこともやむなしと考える理由がお前の中にある。そうだろう。だからそういう結論に達したはずだ。
よかった。それなりに冷静ね。 あんたの話が本当か嘘かは定義できない。アトラクタフィールド理論っていう式を私はまだ完全には理解してないし、それでもあんたの説明をもとに考えると、桐生って人が4日後に自殺するなら彼女には死亡フラグが立っているっていう推論が成り立つ。世界が彼女の死を承認した。
Oh, right, so she's gonna die regardless.
因果が収束するなら、これまでの世界線では仮にあんたが彼女を殺そうとしても何らかの邪魔が入ってできなかったはず。あるいは殺した瞬間に世界線が大きく変わっていた。でもこの世界線でだけ考えるなら彼女は近いうちに死ぬ。あんたはこれまでに何度も真由里の死を見てきたからわかるはず。それと同じで桐生って人の死に方は問わないと思う。
In other words, I can kill her instead of letting her commit suicide.
死が決まっているから殺しても構わないか。まるで殺人犯ばりの論旨展開だな。
偽善ぶるな。私は今人としての倫理を捨てて話してんのよ。岡部、付き合いなさい。
She's unforgiving as always, but it actually feels nice to speak frankly like this.
だが法律はどうする。世界がそれを許しても社会は許さない。
タイムリープマシンがある限り相手を殺しても時間を遡れば全てなかったことにできる。
Man, this is dark.
岡部は誰も殺さずに必要な情報だけを入手したっていう結果だけが残るわけ。
把握した。
ただこれだけは覚えておいて。全ては自己責任だ。これだけ好き放題言ってる私はかなり無責任だけど。
問題ない。実にマッドサイエンティスト的な意見だった。
さっさと片をつけなさい。じゃあね。
She hangs up without another word. Strangely, I found Karisu's harsh tone encouraging.
お前は司令官かよ。
I managed to smirk as I closed my phone.